Hi, and welcome back to this epic backyard desert remodel. Today we'll be installing turf and planting a tree over this section of the sprinkler system we installed in the previous episode. This is episode number 9, and you are watching A Degree from YouTube. Previously on A Degree from YouTube, we installed a one-zone digital water timer in hopes that it would be enough water pressure to support this entire backyard sprinkler system, which consisted of over 300 feet of 1/2 inch PVC line to complete this irrigation system. Look at this, we're just flushing out the system right now. Look at this, it's crazy. Despite being really happy that we had good water pressure, it was wishful thinking that this one zone digital water timer would be enough to support this entire backyard. So we had to go with something different and ended up going with a 4-zone digital water timer by Melnor. This was an interesting experience to install and very straightforward. It was very user-friendly and an easy install for someone like me who has never done an irrigation sprinkler system in their entire life. As we get into day number 28 of the project, it is time to install some turf and plant a tree, just to add a little bit of curb appeal to this backyard. As you can see, we filled in the trenches to the irrigation line. Left behind are pink flags to the PVC line, which indicate where they are located so we don't accidentally burst one of them during the renovation. I marked out where we're going to install the turf with orange spray paint, and now you can see us pour a dozen bags of gravel to level out our surface here. We used a rake to spread the gravel over the surface area where we plan to install the turf. Once that was complete, we tamped it down using a hand tamper to compact the gravel into place. The final step is to hose everything down so that the gravel settles. Alright, we just got done tamping down everything, testing out the sprinkler system. And we're just waiting on the gravel so we can do another layer of tamping before we put some grass in. We're going to put turf, maybe do a weed barrier, I don't know, there's no weeds. And there's going to be a tree right in the middle. Good work. We decided to do some last minute tamping so that we could be as level as possible over our surface area, and it was time to finally install the weed barrier. Also, you may have noticed that our buddy Gavin is back from episode number 7. He drove all the way back out here to help us out when we found ourselves in a little bit of a time crunch. Gavin, if you're watching this, thank you very much, brother. Once we finished laying down the weed barrier, we had to follow the same exact steps as we did before installing the weed barrier. Pour the gravel, rake and spread, tamp and compact, hose down and settle. Time to lay down some turf. For those of you who are curious, this is a 12 by 16 foot patch we're installing. So we just laid down our turf, and we haven't done any of the finishing work yet on it, but we cut out the hole for where our tree's gonna go. And this is our layout. I think we got rid of all the bubbles and ripples, which we will elapse right now, so you can see how it's professionally done. Here you can see us installing artificial turf staples, which are these 5-inch long U-shaped anchors that are hammered in and installed about 12 inches apart in order to keep your turf from lifting. We are now going to install our flexible wood lawn edging. It is now time to rake on our artificial grass infill. These are sold in 25-pound buckets, and for a patch this size, it is required that we use about 50 to 100 pounds of infill to make this work. After properly raking on your infill, it will sink to the bottom and no longer be visible. There are 3 main reasons why you need infill when installing artificial grass. Number 1 being that when it sinks to the bottom, each blade of grass in the turf stands up in a random direction, making it look much more realistic. Number 2, it prevents odors from pets and animals such as dogs or cats or any other wild animal. And number 3, it weighs down your turf. Remember how in episode 1 we collected a half ton of this beautiful white rock? Well, we're gonna finally put it to use. If you got this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. In the next episode, episode number 10, that will conclude the final episode of this amazing backyard makeover series. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification for future content, only on A Degree from YouTube.